Okay, so we start. We're going to have to wait until Led DJ comes back, and then we do the epic D&Ds.
That is not making a good sound for me.
Okay. You can just kill it if you want.
Sorry for the random noise. My mom is cleaning the kitchen directly above me, and it is loud.
Go tell her. It's not loud.
You tell her.
Alright, I will.
Right You're not going to.
Yeah. Watch this. And I'm gonna link your dad to it too.
Why?
What do you mean why? Alright. Stop cleaning the kitchen and watch a movie.
What?
Right there. Can you see it? Boom. It's gonna happen. I'm pressing send.
That's on you.
Send on the video camera.
Alright. Well, actually, now that you're saying that, I'm a little concerned. Just a little bit.
That is all on you.
Yeah, we're just gonna delete that real quick.
Knew it. You have
Jamie,
threatened
some of these
to
new
do that
maps
so
scare
many
me.
times.
Oh, you're on the thingy?
Yeah, it's one of the thoughts I have that always.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. Nice.
Equally scared and intrigued, I guess.
Oh, well. It will be an interesting little meander.
I just got a text from my mom, and as I was reading it, I was scared that...
Did I actually say that? Wait. Also, Chloe is here.
You
nice.
became a robot.
You're a robot.
You are still a robot. Better now?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Chloe. Just... Chloe.
You're so cute. But what were you saying I should tell my mom?
To stop cleaning the kitchen.
She'll be done soon. She was cleaning the kitchen all day, so it looks really clean. But apparently it's not.
Oh, boy. DJ. We're just waiting on DJ.
Yep. As I'm just trying to do bajillion things at once.
Not bajillion. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom if it's taking him this long.
Alright, see you later. I swear, right when he pieces out, DJ's gonna come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So cute, yeah, you are. You're so cute. What?
That perfect. Okay.
Do you think it's just your headphones instead of the audio options?
That's also broken.
When you do the pop-out thing, do you have them at the top or on the side or like in a corner?
Top corner.
I have it along the top, and there's this like inch thick bar that's just black on top that will not go away.
Oh,
and it's annoying because I can't use all of my screen, and my screen is already small.
Well, that's what you get for buying a MacBook. Yay!
Instead of your 3 monitors.
Yeah. Hey man, go big or go home. My middle name... No, I'm not... Well, you know what? My MacBook is right there on the ground because I can't use it yet. Actually,
Why?
well, I can, but like I can't use it properly yet. Because
Why?
it's meant for college. I can't bring this entire rig into a lecture hall. That would be funny though.
That would be funny. Just the first day, show up with like
Yeah, you in the back, free monitor man.
the
I'm back.
crazy dude with 4 computers.
Four computers. Yes.
Because if you have the 3 monitors and your laptop,
But the monitors aren't a computer itself.
I am aware, but people refer to a monitor as a computer if they don't know better.
Well. Well, before Jinx gets back, I'll leave for a second. And then it's just gonna... Are you joking? Okay, bye.
What?
Ridiculous.
Is
He
it?
was like, well, Jake is gone, and before he gets back, I'll be back in a minute, and then you just slide into the frame.
There's a rotation right now. We planned on starting it at 6. It'll be like 6:45 by the time we actually start.
Yeah.
Hey,
Did you
hello.
throw your dog?
Yeah, I threw my dog down the stairs.
Good.
Oh, I was
good.
gonna say, did you throw your dog away?
Yeah, my dog's in the trash can.
One time, my cat thought that the trash can was a table, and so he jumped up onto it. But there's no lid. He fell in.
R.I.P. cat. Oh,
It was.
that
I
really
was
puts
not
on a
there.
different meaning in the D&D verse, doesn't it? R.I.P. cat.
Oh! With multiple cats.
Catception is what it is. Alright, are we all here? Are we all present?
Brian is literally
Brian.
not even in the call.
Wait,
wait.
really? What?
What?
What? I did not realize that was a thing. Okay. Well,
He,
Brian? Sad Brian.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna try something.
Alright, see you.
oh no.
And then
Here we
he's gonna
go
get back,
again.
and then-
Should I go too?
No. It's gonna be like 3:50 before we hit start.
It's already 6:17 and 36 seconds.
Oh man. Alright. DJ, are you here? What?
I believe I am.
Okay, hi.
I've been here for a while.
I'm about to beat you up, man.
Actually, never mind.
Say it.
No, I don't think I will.
Say it.
No, I don't think I will! Good, sir!
Hello. Alright.
Hi.
Hey.
That was. The rain audio is just not gonna work, so that's fun. But, hi.
Hello. Jake is yet to come back. I swear, if any one of you guys leave before he comes back, I will run across the country and beat you. Alright, literally,
I almost just fell over.
well, Favo is going to be killed this session.
That's fine.
R.A.P. Favo.
I've got 3 other ideas for characters that are more interesting. Wowie.
And then
I
I'll kill
almost-
those up as well. First.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, I almost just closed Discord accidentally.
I swear. Oh my gosh, we're all here! Isn't that so fantastic?
Oh,
Keep
yeah,
muting. Just a message, Jamie.
10 minutes. I get notifications whenever that happens, and it's kind of getting annoying. Just like every single day, like twice a day.
I'm really confused on what you're talking about.
I get notifications whenever the ISS is going to pass over.
Oh, I At first I thought you said ISIS. Oh wow, we're gonna get yeeted off of YouTube.
Are you already recording?
Yeah, and then IRS.
Why?
I was like, what's the IRS? It was like one of those two, but I didn't know what it was like. Yeah, we're about to get sliced.
This is in French, but the ISS.
Cerveau pas ici. Alright. Are we all here? Oh my god!
Have you ever listened to the intro of Tokyo SOS?
What?
The way you said ISIS with that accent, it sounded like the what is it? How they say Godzilla SOS?
Oh, really? It's
In,
Godzilla!
yeah.
It's Godzilla! Okay. Wow.
You know, you could also just clip the.
What happened? Yeah, I can. What happened last session, guys? I don't remember. Oh wait, yeah! I remember! It was a week ago.
I can't get over the way you asked that.
Got yoinked.
Don't remember anything. I'm looking back at my notes and like, oh, the thing with Insignia.
Insignia got
The
yoinked.
Talon thing.
Oh. Jake is gone.
Gosh dang it.
Alright, now that Jake is back. Okay. Alright. So Insignia got cut into 2/3 instead of a third. A loon is a thing that exists. There was something that happened after that. Oh yeah, the
Military parade.
Parade.
The boys came back from the war, and
Can we
Laura
recap
was
the
looking
parade?
edgy, like an
Yeah.
edgy teenager.
There was the there was the cage with prisoners in it. It had some like detection magic or whatever. So mind reading got 3 people killed. They sent a phoenix, but the phoenix died after the 3rd one. So, and then the rest of the party walked into the thing, the keep, the citadel, the citadel.
Do you remember what happened at the very end of the parade? In the cage? The guy?
Oh yeah, the burnt guy.
Yeah. Them burnt dudes. Yeah, and then the party went to go help Insignia with becoming religious, and Jise went back to the Libari. It's about 7 o'clock. The stuff with the religious stuff has ended. Getting late. People are starting to come home from work. It's a relatively nice day. Light sprinkle, rather than a very heavy downpour. It's a very quiet murmur. Soldiers that came home are spending time with their families indoors. You see a lot of smokestacks rising from various chimneys of the city. Taverns are quiet, but still populated, obviously. Just a little slimmer in terms of how many people have returned to Clivis, and it's a day of catching up with the soldiers, but also you can tell that overpopulation is starting to really take a toll. The streets are starting to get a lot messier. There's people living on the streets. The park in the center of Clivis is absolutely packed. It almost just looks more like a town than a park. So Thava, that's a problem with yours areas. Yeah. Sun's gone down. Lights have come up. What y'all doing?
I have been sitting in the room in the inn, kind of staring into space.
Mm-hmm.
But, kind of getting bored of that.
Wasn't Thavo just coming back with Insignia from the temple?
Yes.
Hey, Insignia.
Yeah?
What were we just went to the temple and so I'm sorry, all of a sudden everything feels like a blur. What is our next move? We have oh yes, we were going to wait until tomorrow morning to attack. Not to attack, to talk to what's his name? Dinger.
What time is it in the day, Jamie?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We'll just have a good night's sleep, and early in the morning we'll go out find him.
Aye. Also, might I have a question?
Yeah, what is that?
You're 12, yes?
If I could remember correctly, something like that.
Is it legal for you to drink alcohol?
I mean, it was. I'm not sure about the laws now. Maybe I could go check
That's
that
better.
out.
Necessary.
22 when it's convenient. 12 when it's convenient as well.
Do not compare me to the demon herself.
Well, I'm sorry. It is just
Okay, but
convenient.
realistically, legally allowed to go drink.
You would probably need to show proof.
Yeah, that's the thing. We probably would need a show proof. Does anyone have an ID? A library
I presume that
card?
everybody has their own
Library
papers,
card?
Library card?
like
They're on what now, Jamie?
their own identification papers.
I just want to see a 12-year-old go into a bar with a library card and be like, I want to drink.
I'm 21.
And like the strongest drink you have.
I'll take a whole jug
Yeah,
of
we can
vodka.
try that out later.
Okay, so yeah, you probably have a identification cards, but for the people who are pretty isolated from society, probably not. But
I should be able to
them-
drink.
Yeah, no, yeah, you should have an identification card.
Also, at least I know what alcohol is, Jamie.
Okay. What is this grape juice? Is this grape juice? What is this? All of my 23 years, I haven't seen grape juice.
I'm pretty sure Peter probably drinks.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah,
every
he's
night
a
kind of
dude.
boy. Every
Yeah,
night.
that's every night, dude.
Yeah.
He's probably not a wine person. I'd imagine he's
No, he's in
He's
for
a
the
wine
fine
person?
wines.
That's fine. I don't see it. I see the man as a vodka man.
What if I told you he drank
They're
like
strong.
1 to 2 of these a night? Huh?
Red or white?
He'd probably red. He'd probably die of like liver failure. Sometime
Did he?
in his life.
And or
That was canon death.
become addicted
Is
and
this
have
canon death?
alcoholism problems.
All of a sudden, he gets alcohol poisoning and then dies.
Well, I mean, that's actually not a very big deal, honestly.
It wasn't
With
the
modern
giant to
medication
kill
magic,
fear. It
with
was,
modern
it
medication
was
magic.
alcohol poisoning.
It's quite simple to
No,
actually cure
wait,
that stuff.
You can just use lesser restoration and you'll be fine.
We don't talk about lesser restoration.
I
Okay.
mean, when you think about it, lesser and greater restoration are just broken. Can you imagine how many
They
problems
are.
in
They
life
literally are.
that those things could solve? Dude, cancer?
Nah. Okay. Are we thou ready to continue? So you guys.
Yeah, I think we got off track a little bit.
Yeah. So you and Thabo were talking.
Yeah, I think we decided that we're the plan, and we're just gonna head back to the end.
All right. Headed back to the bouncing bunny. Sylvie, what
Something
are you all up to?
I'm just kind of sitting on the floor against a wall, just kind of staring into space, thinking. But I started fidgeting just with random objects that are lying around.
When we make it to the tavern, do we see her doing this?
I was actually gonna get there. So, you guys kind of walk back and then into the rooms, and then you see Josephine kind of just like outside the door, kind of like tapping her foot really fast, kind of looking a little anxious, and she's like, "Oh, hey, my 12-year-old daughter. This is weird.
It is weird. It is.
Your friend? The really talkative one?
The very talkative one.
Yeah.
Aye.
What did Sylvie do?
Being weird again. This is like a
don't-
different weird.
Oh, a different weird.
And she opens the door.
Would you like
No way, that's his mom, dude. What the heck? DJ's mom strikes again
Surprise.
at like the perfect time. Alright. Opens the door. Would you like some french fries?
some
Like
novel
some
fries?
Okay.
It's okay, Mom. I'll take care of it. I'm gonna enter into the room.
Okay.
What's Sylvie doing? Is she just being Sylvie?
She's just kind of, yeah, sitting there. She'll look up at you. Oh, hi.
Sylvie, how long have you been doing this?
Is there any clock in the area?
Oh, you probably wouldn't know that then. No.
I'm in the daylight, right?
You can just say ever since
Since-
the parade. You see that.
Left.
How long ago was the parade, Jamie?
An hour ago?
Oh, okay, so it's not that long.
I've
Sylvie,
just
you
been
need to find
thinking.
yourself a hobby.
I've just been thinking, but then I got bored of thinking.
You need to find some hobbies, Sylvie.
That's true. Do you have any suggestions?
Maybe Thavo could teach you how to hunt.
But I like animals.
Well, hunt and release?
Isn't hunting killing animals?
Fishing, dude. Hold
Oh,
on.
you can heal. Actually, that sounds like animal abuse at
If you
all.
put an
Bear.
arrow into an animal and kill it, you can't unkill it.
Oh, you could heal it. Oh, God. It's pretty easy.
Resurrection.
I can heal. I can heal. But also, what I can do is, so I've heard that some people go and hunt, but they don't actually like bring a weapon with them, and they don't actually hurt any animals. They just sit there and watch the animals, and then they have fun.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing. Maybe you could try that.
That sounds like fun.
Mom, you can come in now.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
honey,
Fine.
Is everything okay?
Ava was just awkwardly standing outside of Josephine while this is going on.
So, met any nice girls recently? Silence. Walks in. Okay. Have you guys seen Thurville? Not Thurville, frick. Thurai? Anywhere?
I check under the bed.
No, but we can.
He's not there.
How long has he been gone?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him all day.
That's weird. We need to get the sending spell. It solves so many of our problems.
Aye, have you heard about this rock that you tap and then you write letters by tapping on it? You heard of
Sending
it?
stone?
Aye, the sending stone.
I don't.
thinking about
my
making a
entire
better
budget is going to booze and rent at the moment.
Why is it going to booze? I can understand rent, but
It
But-
helps the time fly.
But I can spend time with you, and then you can drink water, and then you'll have more money.
No, I'm okay. I'm joking. I'm joking. No. That's not great. I do need to get off my. I do need to get off the high horse a little. Yeah. So I'll take him from that later. Oh, and Thavo, while you were gone, there was a guy looking for you. He was like an older man. He was kind of short. His name was Gary.
aye, Getty. Do you know where he's at currently?
He tried to. No, actually, I don't. But he. You know when men just like start explaining things at a very long time. Yeah, he went on like a butterfly tangent. Gary Guy, man. He went like he
About
called himself a
butterflies?
butterflies. I think he's like a botanist. I don't know.
Aye, quite the extraordinary botanist, might I add.
Yes.
He's good at what he
He's
does.
good at what he does. Man, those insects, those are... I can't even do that, man. Okay. Yeah, those insects are very weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go down in the... I'm gonna go down to the bar. And I'll see you guys later.
Aye, don't spend all of your money on booze.
No, I'm
Can I
just
come
gonna
with you?
get some chowder. Okay, yeah.
And then we can talk.
Yeah! Okay, let's go. And then they kind of just walk down the stairs, leaving Thabo
Hey.
and Anthony in there.
Aye, I'm going to go search for my good friend Gary Guy Max. And they will leave the room.
Alright. We're gonna cut to Patisse for a second. So after... Are you good? Or are you eating?
I had a quesadilla, but I'm done.
Okay.
I can stop now. I can
Uh,
stop anytime I want.
Clean is weird. He's clean shaven again.
I know, I said
Just
that
go-
earlier, and I'm like, this is
I have
really trippy.
Constant 5 o'clock shadow. I refuse to shave any further. It's just not worth it.
Dude, the second... Okay, I'm such a neckbeard. Like, I'd shave, right? And then the next day, it looks exactly like this. And it's like, I don't wanna die. Okay, well anyways, Patisse, so you're reading your thing, is that Arnold Palmer?
Dude, this guy's an addiction to
Oh,
honor.
dude, Arnold Palmer is the best. Oh, what the heck, get out of it.
That's A&W root beer.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, Alistair's like sitting there, he kind of looks up,
I look up too.
oh,
I want to follow his eyes.
okay. He kind of notices and he's like, can I help you?
I don't know, you're looking up quite often. I figured I'd follow your eyes.
Oh, I was just checking the time.
Ah,
The...
how do you do that with the rain?
How do I do that with the rain?
Yeah.
So if you ever looked, I doubt it, but like if you ever looked at the description of the library down in the clip,
I did last night.
Hey, that giant stained glass is almost like a timekeeper
Oh.
as well. So you just look up at the time.
Something you're waiting for?
Tonight is the only night we close.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
How much time we got?
He looks down at how many pages he's got left in the book, and then up at the clock. Enough.
I mean, to put it shortly, Thurville has some business to go handle. Nothing bad.
The judge? At the trial? He's got like an office like in the middle.
Yeah.
Suspended, right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Why is he over this place?
He's the one who founded this monastery.
Did he name it out of curiosity?
He did.
Is he a supporter of Eartham?
It's tricky. People can be supportive of Erethen, but or even hate him for that matter, but you can't deny the fact that he had a wealth of knowledge pent up in his brain.
That's fair.
So, no matter your views, this is a sanctuary of knowledge and nothing more.
Glad it's here.
Yeah. And then the Hadi come and burn it down, right?
I hope not.
There's been talks, actually, of closing this place down and start to ship the books out to a safer location.
Are there copies?
No, some of these, no.
No.
Very valid.
Actually,
Your
that
flashback.
makes me think of something. I've been meaning to ask. Am I allowed to bring in like a notebook or something? Or some of this?
Of course.
Okay, thanks.
I wouldn't necessarily say that for the average goer, but I trust you.
Thanks. I just need some reminders. Some of these are a little more complex than kobolds normally use.
Yeah, let's say the first kobold I've met. Setting a very good
Really?
example for your race.
I'm setting a good example for.
Sorry, so that?
It's all good.
Now Chloe's just gonna roam.
I wouldn't trust anyone, any other kobolds. I tend to be less on the murdery side.
Yeah,
And-
I've read a lot about their race. Your race, pardon me.
It's fine. Yeah, just fair warning. You know, most would rather eat these books than read them.
If I ever
Hey, what
see
can we
you
do?
drooling over the books, I'll make sure to call the guard. That was a joke, obviously.
he like glances to where his contract is. If I did that, I'd have a lot more problems than just the guards.
Oh, I'm aware of your little problem. Yeah, the contracts are silly things. Silly things. I believe that any man or woman or child, no matter what they are, should be allowed into a sanctuary of peace. But some people higher up don't agree with me. Not that I have a voice or anything, but congratulations for getting that contract.
Thank you. Actually, that makes me think of something. I know that we have like a matriarch and then there are generals in the military, but I don't actually know what the structure of government is.
Monarchy, mostly, with a
Alright.
parliamentary style of structure, but mostly militaristic in nature.
Alright.
Parliament members and generals and whatnot. Notable one that just came in is Astrid Rodan. I'm pretty sure you know who she is.
Yeah, she was there when we were first recruited.
Trading.
Back. Really?
Yep.
Why is that?
She's a lot more progressive than she might seem. Which I
Oh,
admire, of course.
in what ways?
Well, she's actually fighting for monstrous races to be let into the city, as well as the Roma out in the outside the city walls. But it ain't going well.
Are they out there by choice or by force?
Some by choice, some by force. They're labeled as criminals, murderers, thieves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, well. Seem to have lost track of time in the conversation. I think it's time for
Yeah.
to go.
Will do. Just out of curiosity, how far am I through? I think I'm on Automata now.
I'd say like a quarter. Chloe. Chloe. Yeah, a quarter.
Cool.
Do you walk back to the inn? Or...
Sometimes I'll save that for later.
Okay.
Yeah, back to the inn.
So, we are now... If anybody else has anything else to do before the night's gone, you can roleplay if you'd like, if you have anything other to
Gary.
do. Ah, Gary! Right.
Gary Gymax. Gary Gymax.
Yeah, he did tell you...
Gary Gymax!
I am 100% okay with just not having the thing with Josephine, but if you want,
For time's sake, I'd say
Yeah.
just hand wave and say it happened. But you had a
that makes
pleasant
sense.
night.
Yeah, it has no significance in the story whatsoever, knowing Sylvie.
Yeah, you have a pleasant time. You heard that Gary actually was taking residence in the Bouncing Bunny, so he should be down the hall from you, as you presumed him going to when he first ran into you.
Okay. So, Thavel's gonna walk up, knock on the door. Did he see him exit the door, or did he see him just going up to the door?
He's going. So you're
Okay.
like kind of sure it's like one of the 3 doors in the general area, but
Thavel's gonna knock on the one farthest from Josephine's room.
okay. You hear Laura, I'll be there in a sec, and you hear like a trip and a bunch of bottles, and he opens the door. Huh? Hi.
You were looking for me, Gary.
Yes. Do you want a drink?
Sure.
Ah, come in. And he closes the door behind you, and he hands you one of the many beer bottles. You don't.
Investigation check on that beer bottle. We're gonna make sure this is not poisoned because this is very suspicious. Gary Rex could be a villain. You don't know this.
A hidden villain, yeah.
Use BBEG.
A 4.
Of course it's poisoned. No, I'm joking. It looks like it's open, but it looks like it was something that he was just about to drink before you opened the door, so he probably hasn't touched it.
Aye, what's brand of beers?
Oh, this is actually some... I don't know why it turned into this kind of accent, but this is actually from far north in the lands of Raucus. Ah, whoo! You're a dwarf. The Platinum Hills. That's where this is from. Brewed from special yeast. Ha! Can't get it anywhere else.
Aye, it's good. It's good.
Oh, absolutely. If it was anything else, I would be drinking the tap water that they sell downstairs, am I right? Oh, anyways. So, with my wife and 2 kids out tonight, I've had the night alone, and I was just wondering if you've made any progress on the clockwork.
No, why do you ask?
Ah, well, I went down to the Bleak and Honest today, just before this actually, right during the parade of sad people. Ha! They looked depressed. Okay, well, down there, down there, with at the Bleak and Honest, they Stinger, we're friends, kinda, like acquaintances. We get in arguments a little bit. But he was the first time that I've ever seen him under guard. So something's a little up with the clockwork, and I don't know exactly what that may be, but I just wanted to warn you if you've ever been down there. There might be a couple shenanigans.
May I ask if one of the guards was a turtle?
A turtle? Yes. Why?
Well, that complicates things. Funnily enough, we also have an acquaintance in the clockwork who is a turtle man. He is very
Crow?
cruel. Aye.
Ha! Yep, that was him. He looked a little concerned.
Like how concerned?
Like the fact that my wife and kids aren't with me kind of concerned. Ignore the bottles.
Just imagining the bottles in the shape of his wife and kids on the beds in the room. Thank you for telling us this, and I don't think I have any alcohol on me. I would contribute to your collection, but
Oh no, I've already gone through like 20 tonight. Gotta feed the beer belly, you know what I'm saying? Well,
does the man have a beer belly?
yeah, he's a little plump. But like the
I-
rest of his body's super skinny. It's really weird.
God. Thank you for the information. Also, might I ask, do you like to hunt?
Of course I like to hunt.
All I needed to know. Thank you. As he's leaving the door, he says, "Hunt large, eat larger," and then
Hunt larger, drink more. And then he closes the door and you hear him like start gulping on something. Nighttime. Y'all going to sleep early tonight to wake up early?
hey, actually,
Yeah.
Dave was gonna talk to the group about that.
Okay.
Um,
What is Petit say? What are you gonna?
After getting back, actually Sylvie probably would have noticed it. I gotta get the egg. If you had been waiting in the room for a while, you would have seen an egg. It's well polished. It's about the size of, say, a full-balled egg, and it's got names inscribed on it, etched into it all the way down.
Made out of wood, by the way. Made out of
Yeah.
wood. So actually, yeah.
Going-
So basically, Petite goes in the room, starts playing, carving his egg, and then Thabo comes in, so you can have.
It's done.
Oh yes, or admiring
It's
it.
time.
Thabo walks in.
hi.
Am I in the room at this point?
Yeah, everybody.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Oh,
Start with the good news.
is there any?
Just bad news.
Oh,
Other than I got to talk to Gary Guy Max again, which was the privilege of my life.
who's Gary? Guy Max?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Alright.
Right, you weren't there. Oh
I'm not hear it anymore.
Hi. Turns out, remember how I told you about Stinger with the clockwork?
Who?
Did they ever told them
He
about
was-
that?
No, he wasn't there for that either.
Well, I mean, I thought you told them
How much
later.
is he missing? He knows all the lore in this world.
He's at the library the entire time.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Recite history, but not the present, okay?
Hi. So, we're going tomorrow to meet with a man named Stinger at the tavern. Well, that's gone. There we go.
The bleak and honest.
The bleak and honest. We're going to talk to him. He's part of the clockwork, but apparently he's revamping security, and our good old Totoro friend Kroll is with him and is protecting him. So, if things come to worse, we're going to need to knock out Kroll.
What kind of position is Stinger in?
He's like something. He's something important. That's all we need to know. Maybe a recruiter, maybe a captain. We don't know. But he's important. Also, nice egg.
Oh, thank you. Actually, you want to see what I gotta do with it?
Oh no.
Frickin'
He's
knows
holding
what
it.
Jake's gonna do with it too. I can't.
He's holding it like it's an actual cobalt egg, by the way.
Sure, it's beautiful and everything.
Wonderful. Yeah. He says, "You're looking for it's either way." Yeah. He marches down the stairs. Who else following him?
What about it?
DJ?
You go with yourself.
Close. DJ, you coming?
I believe that is my plan.
Righto. Okay. You all see Petite walk up to the fireplace in the tavern. You have one to the left of the entrance. And he looks in it, and then he looks down at the egg. And he tosses it in. Jamie? Does the thing happen? Did I go over that too? Alright. So, Favo, you're the only one who's seen it. But Patisse on his left arm about here has a tattoo that says Korth on it. And all of you see, he's also got his wraps on right now. It burst into flames on his arm. And he just starts yelling, "Ah, get it off!" He just starts unwinding it real quick. Help someone!
Aye, this is why you don't frick with magic. And they were gonna run up with a little dagger and help cut the arm wrapping.
I was gonna cut the arm off. I was like, ah!
Just lop off the arm.
I will cast Control Flames and put out the fire.
Spread it even more.
And the city burned down.
Control Flames has the stipulation that it must be non-magical flames.
I was not thinking about that. That is
So,
true.
So the wraps can probably be set off, but there's something still burning.
You kind of
Wait,
see
what
a
would we say-
bartender like with like 7 jugs in his hand go, ah! and then it's happening again, and he brings out the bucket and he's like, get it.
Like Patisse runs over and just jams his arm into the bucket. Ah! What was that?
Magic trickery.
And, you see him pull out his arm, and all around the tattoo, and only around the tattoo, not the tattoo, just kind of a little perimeter around it, there's a torch that's been burned into his arm. What?
What is going on?
I
Also,
don't know!
I've
I've done that hundreds of times! Not hundreds. I mean, I've
also,
done that at least 3 times, and I have not had that happen!
why did you toss the egg into the fire? It's your own artwork, I assume, but
Yeah.
why did you do that, and who did you wrong to burn your arm?
You remember how how I mentioned there's a lot of unalived kobolds at the moment somewhere? It used to be part of my clan. He
Aye.
points over with his singed arm. That has all of their names on it. Skull. It's Skull, right? That's the month?
Skull, yes.
Skull 13th is my hatching day. I kind of got my mind screwed up on that day, so I haven't been able to work on that egg properly. But every day on my birthday, I don't let myself forget the atrocity I committed, even though they may be kobolds. But, so that's probably part of it. I have no idea why my arm is singed, though. Particularly around a tattoo that says on it. That makes absolutely no sense to me.
Have you wronged anyone recently? That might want to burn you.
No. I hardly speak to Gagalder. No, only when he gets summoned. Maybe I said something mean to Gagalder? He doesn't seem
Gagalda
like that kind of person.
probably has more subtle methods of making your life terrible. So,
I'm cranking up the voices.
Oh boy.
Cranking up the voice.
maybe it has something to do with that hole you looked into.
Maybe this could be the clockwork. It's just specific.
If it was the hole, then I would have gotten it too.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And looking back down at it, if any of you also take another look at it, there's like dragon-like imagery that sounds weird. It's dragon. It has this feeling of being dragon-like to it. There's almost like wings and a tail curling around the K, and there's a head branching off from the end of the Korth. It's just singed around that tattoo. I have no idea.
I mean, David taps his shoulder with a little, like, crossing axes over the anvil and says, I really hope my tattoo doesn't do the same. That would be bad. Is it a magical tattoo? Or is it just normal?
Yeah, I guess I've never explained that. Kind of looks around, deciding to not do this to any of the furniture. He just kind of holds up his hand, and he, in his usual calligraphy, again, he kind of just etches a K onto it. And he kind of like switches colors, like there's a blue and yellow and then green. I can. It lets me write with my fingertips. And then he taps it, and Flavo, you don't see anything change, but Sylvian and Cinia both see the K disappear. I can make only a couple people see it. Me and whoever I designate Flavo right now, nothing's changed, but they can't see it. Yeah. I only get to do that once per day, though, so, for use, whatever.
This is kind of
that's what the tattoo does.
situational and niche. When have you ever used that?
When I handed that sheet of notes to Kroll, it was an extra bit of insurance. It's timed, though, so after a day's up, it'll go back to normal. Good for just passing things around, sending a letter you don't want people reading, that kind of deal.
That's creative.
I could also hide a sheet of paper in a stack of paper, so if someone flipped through it, they wouldn't notice anything. Little things. It's just nice though to have a constant supply of ink on me. And then he also holds up like a hand and flicks. And you also see him launch some ink into his other hand. I practiced that while we were in jail. I think I can blind someone with it.
Alright.
If that's anything
if you were
useful.
to put the ink in an inkwell, you might be able to gain some money off of this.
Yeah. What is it? The snakes, right? They got like the fangs and then the glass, and then maybe I could do that.
I've done that a couple of times.
Really? What'd you use the venom for? Immunity.
Hallucinogenic effects.
Yeah, you gotta get poison resistance somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Dwarves are automatically they've
Exactly. You gotta gain it somehow. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Snake biting, right? It's like snake handling churches.
What?
That's a thing, by the way. People take those verses in the Bible literally, and they handle snakes as they preach.
What?
Yeah.
The heck?
I mean, it's not. I mean, that does sound pretty cool, though. It's
Yeah.
strange
That
by
has,
all
like,
means.
Intimidation plus 20 right there.
Yeah.
Don't mess with
Oh,
it.
and what I've also heard is like newer generations don't so much like it, except for like one experience maybe where they handle a snake. So most of the time it's like old people.
Yeah.
So I just always imagine this old pastor who's got like a snake holding it by the head,
And then
like
Moses
it's wrapped around his arm, and he's saying, "And God will save you. All you need to do is ask,
I
and He will deliver you
really
from
want
Satan."
I really want one of them to be like, and then Moses threw down his staff and throw the snake across the... And it
No, but it
turned
goes like
into
in
a
reverse,
snake!
Instead of it goes like snake, instead of going like staff to snake, he throws the snake down and it just turns into a staff.
Oh,
I can just imagine like the Pope with the snake.
That's what the hats are for.
Yeah, they like hide snakes in the hats. That's how
Yeah.
they yeah.
If he's ever attacked, he just lifts the hat and you know praises Jesus and is protected from the snake. But the attacker is not going to defeat that black mamba.
I just got like a really cool character idea for like a familiar.
Mhm.
You have a top hat, right, with a snake in it, and then whenever we need defense, it slithers down your back, and you go witcha, and it flies out. It goes with its mouth open. That'd be so great.
That would
Okay,
be pretty amazing.
all right.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Good question.
Well,
We were talking about the fact that Batiste could collect this ink. He could sell it.
Right. I'd never considered that really. I can try it. I suppose.
quickly.
He like dangles his fingers a little, just tries to drip ink. Does it work? Hand under it.
After some time, it just goes bloop.
He like takes it and he starts drawing like a circle on his hand.
It starts to build.
that make it-
And start to flood, yeah.
All right,
But also,
thread it. Oh,
Projectile paint.
fun
Is this
enough,
arranged?
this isn't the first time I've had okay
Okay.
ink on me like this, but
do I have proficiency because I practiced?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously.
Oh, yes.
hold up, roll the hit, and is it on like his face or something?
No, he's just aiming like center mass. You have a new
Okay.
tattoo,
That
temporary
was
tattoo.
okay.
Oh, hold up, roll to hit this young man.
Yeah, of course.
After the frame thing.
Does your AC happen to be higher than 24?
No, of course not.
Then I think I hit.
Nice.
Stink.
He's just going like this, charging up the Kamehameha.
No! That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what color? It's just like it's like a blood red
Yeah.
too. On top of it, it kind of looks like he was like coring a hole into his hand and it was bleeding. If you hadn't known better, actually, he's pulled this trick on you before. When he tried distracting from his tattoo one time, he just took his hand like that. He made it look like it was bleeding. He books it. out of the tavern, he starts booking it.
He was standing there, looking up from the ink, looking back at the door. He just goes into the bathroom.
The bartender just slowly puts out a hanky right in front of you.
I don't think you want your hanky. I'm just going to go wash it off.
Alright. Stuff happens.
You think
man,
comes-
Stuff happens.
Batiste comes back after like a minute. I could try painting over the flesh tones. That's not really the point of this, but if you don't mind a kobold scratching you for half an hour.
I don't want a kobold reaching his hand onto my stomach for half an hour in public.
It's a kobold massage parlor.
I could do the same thing again. We could try getting it like the tone right.
So I'm going to wash it off.
Good luck. I
Okay.
think my art piece is probably still in that prison.
This is where you slam cut to guards trying to furiously scrub it off. It won't come off!
The thing is, though, right? Like as he's leaving, he would have like tapped it too.
Yeah.
So it gave it a day to like cement onto the wall.
Bruh. So mean. Alright. So, starting to get a little late for standards of waking up in the morning early. Starting to inch around 8 o'clock. But, tavern life is starting to pick up. Usual time. Yeah, everyone just starts to rave.
The Friday night raves at the Bouncing Bunny.
At the bouncing bunny, yeah.
There's a reason they call it the Bouncing Bunny.
Exactly, because the whole building just goes.
There we go.
Oh, it's like SpongeBob's house when you listen.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does my mom participate?
Yeah. R.I.P. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of getting a little tired for most of you guys. Going to bed? Doing something else?
Devo is, after he scrubbed the ink off with soap, or at least tried to,
You're gonna have to take off a layer of skin, my dude.
the power of soap is the power that you underestimate.
Just from the back.
Deodorant has not been invented yet.
You start rage scrubbing. I actually do have one other thing.
Yeah.
Patisse needs to pick up another wrap.
Mhm.
This time though, instead of doing, I think it was purple. Yeah, it was purple. He's gonna pick up a one red one.
Okay. You
Because if
probably
he's
find
weak,
that at the general.
it might as well be the same color.
You'd probably find that at the general store. Yena's Mythical Magical Emporium.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I want to pick that up and some needles.
Okay.
Needles and sewing, general sewing supplies.
I'll get that right for you.
Thank you. Yee.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we'll get that right for you.
Yeah.
You look familiar.
I picked up some paper and some glass from
Of
here.
course, yes. I remember you.
Also, I think last time you called me a halfling, and that was fine. But he like takes off his hood. I just want to not like build this on a deception. Okay, I have a permit now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's very freeing.
Say again.
Must be very freeing.
Ah.
Oh, just like last time, free of charge.
No, seriously, I feel like it's wartime. I gotta pay you something. I have 20. And he just hands over like 2 gold.
This is way too generous for what you bought.
Seriously, it's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She kind of gives it to the 2 elves standing at her side, and they put it in like a money pouch. If you need anything, we're here.
So, I need to pick up the same thing. I lost my vial somewhere. Just like nothing fancy, just cheap glass pieces. Really.
Okay.
And I'm ordering pestle, and a bag if you have it.
Yeah, we should. The 2 elves just go doom, off into the store, and then they run back with all the stuff.
Thank you.
I think your 2 gold really pays for that, so don't worry about that. I'll see you
Thanks.
sometime.
Peace.
Have a fun time. And then she kind of skips back into the store with her dancing lights. Going back to the tavern? Everybody's asleep?
Yes.
Going to the bed?
Devo's going to the park.
The rave.
Hold up.
Okay.
the whipping name it all over.
All right.
Quick, we need all whipping name it out of Jake's corpse.
I'm gonna do the big stuff. All right. You guys all kind of drift to sleep. Sarai is under the bed again. Josephine is raving.
It's coming.
You hear the bass shake the floor of like 20 bards just going like, ham on their like lutes or whatever.
The bouncing bunny is only the bouncing bunny at night.
Exactly, man.
Without
At some point-
context, though.
When the ride, I assume Banff's back in, right?
Oh, he's yeah.
Did he say like army crawls over? Right. Hi.
Didn't we have this conversation? I don't like people.
Yes, we had this conversation before. I'm not watching you sleep this time. I have something important to tell you.
Okay, that's a good assurance. What would you like? He can't really like tip over because it's horns. If he does, he just gets stuck on the bed like that. So he's just like, "What do you need?"
Oh, it's not really a me thing. It's you're what's her name? I legit forgotten Sinia's mom's name.
Josephine.
Who? Josephine. It's Josephine.
What's wrong with her?
She's been drinking a bunch, and she doesn't think you love her anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Is everybody else awake
just-
right now? That was. You
Well, yeah,
the entire
right.
room is listening to this conversation, right?
Batiste glances back, and then he
See Sylvie
mind
was
links.
like-
I'm not even gonna roll for it. I know I can do it.
You think my dude dad likes raving?
He's in here. I don't think so. He sets up a mind link. All right, fine. I'll talk in your head.
Oh, okay.
Switching the voice back on.
You just kind of just see his eyes just kind of run back and forth between you and can I help you?
Yeah. I just want to make you aware that, you know, you're not here much, and she was drunk enough to mistake me for Sylvie.
Really?
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's really
Uh,
good.
And she just, yeah. So I just wanted to make you aware of that because
Oh,
I don't know. I don't want her to die of alcohol poisoning.
well, I have been busy a lot, and I do apologize. I have apologized to her.
Don't. Oh yeah. I was about to say, don't apologize to me. Apologize to her.
Do you mind helping me out and making sure she doesn't go a little too far? And reassure her that I do, in fact, love her.
Yeah, I'll start handing the money to you instead of her, I suppose.
Oh, good idea.
Because apparently that's now one of your big expenses. No, I wasn't here for that conversation. Never mind.
How did you know that? Okay.
I got psychic powers. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I
well,
listen to everything.
that's not weird at all.
Yeah, of course.
Well, good to be aware.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Sorry for the weirdo conversation. And then he cuts it sharply. The link.
And he's gonna just you wait like a minute, and then you just hear him shifting. Did everybody hear that? At least the first part. Okay. Good night.
They can't.
He kind of just shuffles back under the bed a little bit. And then
Hey, sleep well.
what?
Sorry, sleep well.
Oh, okay. You, you too. Don't
Probably
let the...
Batiste gives it a second and just like thinks it's way too awkward and just walks out the tavern and goes and finds somewhere with dirt and digs a hole.
Does your kobold like to go out of the tavern when he's embarrassed? Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Oh shoot! No, he doesn't.
Or no, he doesn't.
He gets like halfway through the darn permits.
Yo, you should rave with the people in the tavern instead.
You get halfway down the stairs.
They just hear me yell darn permits. Darn permits.
You feel the bass stop for a second. Everybody just looks.
Yeah, perfect!
Looked it backward. I got advantage on stealth rolls.
It just slowly creeps back up the stairs. And then they continue raving. Eventually it goes to sleep. Right before you fall asleep, you hear... Whoop. You probably know what that is. The days come to an end, you guys all fall asleep. And... Okay, in a little... in a little bit, don't worry, alright. I really hope you understand. Alright, whatever. Okay, PT, so you're coming with me. Ah! Hello, sir. How are you doing?
What is happening?
Hello.
I need to turn my camera on.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. How? You?
He hasn't had a nightmare since the rift. I think. Oh no. That's all my nightmares are now.
Don't you just love it when you're just absolutely
Don't you
traumatized?
just love? What is it? Oh, what is it he has? I don't remember the definition of my illness. It's been so long.
Psychosis.
Psychosis. Psychosis is the fun jam.
The fun jam.
Mm.
That's really
Yeah,
sad.
tastes like strawberry.
Okay.
It's a fun jam. The jam is strawberry flavored. I'm sorry.
Please. Alright. I'm trying to find the heckin' thingy.
So psychosis is strawberry.
I found it.
DID? Is DID grape flavored?
Yes. It is. It is.
Confirmed canon?
I think
Was the
you
music back?
know what it is.
Oh, it's back!
It is back.
I've been thinking about this music too. I can't get it out of my head.
I'm about to send you. Want me to read it? I'll send you it and read it.
Okay. I can also read it.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
one of us has less dyslexia?
Just read along with me. There we go. I almost
Alright.
sent that to Brian. Real weird.
Quick
Alright.
delete.
So you drift into sleep. And you have another dream. This time, it's more fuzzy, dimmer, congested. You seem to be reliving the night you spent alone at the rift in the campsite. You creep along the ground, shivering with fear and the cold. A dark figure shoves your shoulder away, and you feel a similar gasp. You look back and you see it much more clearly this time. Instead of a silhouette, you see something similar to you. Same size, same shape. Something is dragging behind him, leaning some vines. You inch closer to the rift and you peer into what you did. The rift, you see 3 unidentifiable gods with linked hands. Then you see them repulse as that they're about to be crushed by something. Your vision turns red and a creature you've never seen before emerges in a blood-soaked view. It looks like a skeleton, with some flesh still wet and linked to its bones. And its head is smooth, and its mouth is half the size of its head, filled with jagged and unusual teeth. Along its spine runs spikes that look like razors. It's a slimy, feral being. It looks like he's speaking to you. And I'm about to hijack their bot. Because, yes. And then... You start to hear an intense pain and vibration in your head. You start to hear speech of like
Kustur bagu kundu mishi bagu Satraka ash Zatraka rishu Snakura Kutmunaka Shabala
Oh,
kind of in like a feet like a sort of hunched over position looking straight at you. Saying you hear that in your mind.
mm. Oh, does this work? I try casting comprehend languages.
Let me get this. You're about to do that. He's almost done, and then look at that. You feel something on your shoulder as you look at your hand, like yours, but it's caked in soaked moss. From the moss flows a thick black ichor. You start to smell blood. So blood starts running from that hand.
Oh.
Basically, this is what it was, and yes, it is from freaking. You know exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yo, one of those things?
One of those things, man. Yeah.
Like exactly like that?
Almost exactly. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're using one of these. I think these things are awesomely terrifying.
Alright, and I'm gonna drag it back.
Okay.
What did it?
Very balanced party. Well, pretty balanced party.
Yeah.
I guess I could ask you about it later. Let's set it back.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Oh, maybe I could be a monk.
Yo, what the frick is
What?
up with the music bot? Okay, there we go. Oh, it sounds a little more like rain. Okay, there it goes again.
Yeah. But I beat it. Wait, where's music box? Oh.
So, while you guys were sleeping, morning comes very early, around 5 o'clock, and then all of a sudden something just startles you with, and then
He say like kind of jumps a little and then he's like in the corner but like gets very specifically in the corner and you see him draw a psychic knife again.
Draw it as in like he unsheathed it and is ready to stab something with it?
Draw as in like, you know, he reaches out, grabs it, and then he's I will actually specifically take the dodge action, Jamie.
okay.
No. Batiste is in the corner just pointing a knife out into the darkness. Relative darkness.
All of you are awakened by this.
Was in a tent 80 bajillion miles away.
What are you doing?
I
You good?
Batiste, are you okay?
What? Who? Where? Huh? Have any of you heard a dream? You dreamed tonight?
Not that I can remember.
I haven't had a drink tonight.
On a perception check. He's looking for the thing.
Roll for it.
Alright, guys. Is there a DC I can actually succeed on here?
Yeah.
Does 28 succeed on that? I got a nat 20.
Across
Was
the
I-
room, and you know how corners are particularly dark in
Yeah.
rooms like these. You see it almost like in the same position as you, huddling in the corner, looking at you, but
You-
noticeably a lot more shaky.
He throws the knife at it.
Straight through, and it disappears.
Has it disappeared at all?
Yeah, it's gone. The figure is gone, not your knife. The knife is in the wood.
Ah. Oh. Wait, I'm sorry. This distracted. It's not there anymore.
No, the figure isn't, but your
Oh,
knife
okay.
is kind of stuck in the wood behind
Yeah.
it.
Ah. He just draws the knife again and he just starts looking at the corners, any dark areas. Not messing around. Where did he all say? It was in the corner there, and he just points over to the corner where he threw the knife. Do you not see it?
None of them were.
Maybe it was just a dream.
No, it was back. I was back there. I was back at the rift. Where y'all found me? I was there. There was that creature. There were some gods. I think they were resisting something. It started speaking something. I don't know what it said. I couldn't understand it, at least. Just he say and leaves. He just drops the knife and just opens the door and walks out.
So after that minor freak out, it's just Sylvian and Cinia just sitting in that room. Thurai is gone. Josephine is out.
She joined the rave?
She's not in the room. She's probably like sleeping somewhere downstairs.
Do I notice her?
Yeah.
Anyone as I go out? Okay.
You see a couple people just like asleep on tables. Josephine's just in the corner like reeks
Has
of-
my mother always had a drinking problem like this?
Only after your father died.
Only since Thurai. If what we've been told is to be believed, people have believed it.
Sorry? What?
Josephine's drinking problem, right? It's only been around since recently
Yeah.
with Thurai and him being out and about. Yeah. Petise doesn't know where to go.
Well,
He goes to the park, actually.
you know, actually, by this time, Thavos would be walking towards the inn. So you probably meet him there. Meet him halfway.
Hi, Frick.
Oh, he also pulled out his history book
Was that in character?
and he starts flipping through it.
Yes. Petise, what are you doing up so early?
What? Thabo. Thabo. There's. I had a dream again. I was back at the rift, and there was the. There was these things. There was a thing that was talking to me. I didn't understand the language. It was horrific. It looked like a skeleton, but there was a flesh hanging off of it, and the nightmares don't stop. But I didn't. I was also there. Not me, but no, I was there. But then two other me's. It was like I felt that night. I don't think I told you. I felt a shoulder. I mean, a hand push against my shoulder, like it was trying to take me away from the rift. There are screams of agony right now with the voices.
You get the
I just
fire?
want to throw that out there. Yeah. Back to the fire again. But this time, it was. There was a hand on my shoulder a second time, but it was covered in moss, and it started bleeding. There were some gods chanting, I think, or holding their hands together. And then this thing sitting by the portal, and it started saying something and chanting. I don't know what it was, though. Anyways, I saw it in the corner of the room. I woke up and no one else saw it. I think I'm just hallucinating again. So I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm doing.
What?
You see, he's black marks under his eyes. You just freaked him out in the morning. I haven't had my morning alcohol yet.
Instead of a morning coffee, has a morning shot.
God, I
Your
got
morning bitters.
Why did you have to trick with that hole in the ground?
We have a thing today, right? We're meeting with the spine.
Yeah.
Stinger.
Also,
In character,
Oh,
I have the notes.
if you want to be outside of the tavern, I have a tent in the park. But
No, I'll come.
would they both know the oracle's advice about when in doubt, consult a god?
yeah, probably.
You might want to go to the temple for that, but
Why is everyone going to the temple? That and the library.
but if you're like me and that really isn't your thing,
Happily atheist. I believe in books, not gods. The gods are the one freaking with this world right now. I don't want to mess with them.
fair enough. Might I consult you with nature? It's really pretty outside the walls.
I suppose if it doesn't take too long.
Do you have a
I
group?
might be having a nightmare, but we do still need to make it to that tavern, I suppose.
I'm going to go back to sleep for another hour, and we're going to take this up at like 7 or 8. It's 5 in the morning. So I'm going to go back to sleep. If you want to be away from the weird whatever, come to my tent. If not, don't frick with magic. Bye. And he just gets up and walks away.
Sorry, by the way.
Too early.
For- Patisse goes out to the trees in the park. He just sits under one. Doesn't matter which one.
Oh, Thafo has his tent against one. You want to sit under that one?
Yeah, sure. He'll come and just sit on like the opposite side of that tree.
I gotta zoom in on Jamie. Gotta see that dog.
I love you, dog.
I love you, dog.
Is your dad out of the seminar?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, good.
All right. Reconvening in about an hour.
An hour?
I actually have something I want to look into real quick. With the big book of big history or big myth.
Don't tell me you got to look.
He just wants to like. He's more interested in to see if the Painful Eight is in this book, but he just like briefly glances at what the first chapter is called.
Wait, did you take the book?
Yeah, I was given one.
Oh, you're given one.
Yeah.
It looks like through various not revisions, but additions throughout the years to like keep up with the times, you know, and new discoveries. The Painful Eight has like a
little bit of a section.
note, if anything. Barely
What that
a
says?
sentence.
No. What's the sentence?
What's the sentence, Jamie?
Yeah. What are we told about the Painful Eight?
The threat of the Vega was, what is it? The threat of the Vega was, what's the word? Crap.
Subverted?
Quelled?
Yeah, that. The threat of the Vega was quelled by a group named the Painful Eight.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
Well, there's our legacy, boys, right there.
Guys, we did it. We made it into the history books. The history book, actually.
History book.
Tia, what?
And,
Soul?
Valen who?
also, just as a quick question, is this just a history book, or is it like myth? It's myths and history. What else?
Mostly myth
Okay.
and folklore and whatnot. But there is some stake in reality, yeah.
And where does it start? The beginning?
What the Bible is, yeah. If you
In
look at
the
the creation
beginning.
story on the Calantham doc, it's
Hmm.
basically that. We'll just put it that like that. And it's basically just that.
Where is it? The start?
Nice.
Yeah. In the beginning there was nothing but only one sentient being of higher power. Her name was Aru. Woo!
Or Brennelay. Oh, it survived from the past timelines. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll take a break here before the onslaught ensues.
Okay. Hey,
It's
Jamie, I got a
Evan
question.
Yes.
What is that is that an immobilizer in the background?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at your room, right? Because I zoomed in on the dog. What is that at, like, the end of your bed hanging off?
Oh, that is a laundry. Clean laundry.
Oh, that looks like an immobilizer.
This is a bathroom mat, and that's a towel, and then that's a
Ah.
bucket.
Okay, sorry I'm, like, intruding on your room, but that was just...
Alright,
that was just
we can
flashback.
convene in say 5 to 7 minutes. Sound good? All right, let's go.
Dang.
What do you want, huh? Fight me, fool. I'm the butterfly.
You have to choose one to protect you, and the others are going to hunt you down.
I choose Jake, he's a black belt. Well, I'm alone with DJ.
Appears so.
Appears so.
Wait, how long?
Yeah, back to that conversation we had earlier.
Wait, how
A monk
long?
would actually fit that party comp really well, and
No.
it's an airship campaign, so a monk would actually be pretty viable.
Oh, monk is tempting. How many common encounters do you typically have for a short rest?
For lower level campaigns, I'd have like a lot more, but it'd be heavily story based.
Hell
Like
yeah.
in the beginning area, there's going to be combat encounters. And also, don't worry about starting items. You're starting in slavery, so have fun.
I know you hate like combat encounters very high level. I struggled on that too.
Dude,
Yeah.
encounters at a higher level are stupid.
Dude, I have nightmares about you just slamming Hero in the face with like 450 damage, dude. The man didn't have a chance.
This is why you don't give the barbarian all the really, really, really good strength-based.
I still don't know how you did that much damage. I've calculated it. I have no clue how you did that.
It is called the power, and plus multiple potions, a legendary sword, and a lot of other effects that
You didn't have
only
the mythic
I can
sword.
know. I had a lot of things. Remember, they buffed me up before the fight. They gave me like 1 trillion buffs before the fight. And then plus, I still had the temporary hit point bonus from the Black Razors, so I had advantage on those hits anyways.
You did, but I mean, even if you critted on all those attacks, I never calculated 450.
Well, did you have all the hacking bonuses I had?
I did that all
I
day.
even had bonuses before they bonused me. So I
Yeah, I
had
added all
like
bonuses.
7.
I added all bonuses that you told me about. Unless you were missing out on any of them.
I literally just got. The
Wait, I have a-
satisfaction
wait.
that I get from deleting a character
know how-
after the campaign.
Were you? Hey, did you
Too great.
You know how does brutal critical work? By the way.
You roll extra damage dice.
Yeah. I'm asking Jamie. How what do you do for brutal critical?
Well, you don't double it, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah. How much do you
Well,
have?
you do double it, but then you add an extra bit. And I also had a tattoo that would add more crit damage if I critted. And plus, I could crit even on it.
Yeah. I have all those damage written down.
Brutal critical. Let me find it. Beginning at 9th level, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for critical hit with melee attack. So say if it's normally
Yeah,
a
I wrote this
D10.
down on Google Docs unless I deleted the doc.
Sorry, I deleted the character, man.
Do
It hardly
instead-
matters because the carrot, it's just a barbarian. Everyone knows how a barbarian works. Harmony, Tarrasque, Overwhelming, Pintos, Glass Heaven, Gadathor's one shot, Sir Gregory's training.
Yes, the Galathor one shot when we went back in time. Oh wait, no, went forward in time a week.
Yes. Optimize DPR, power overwhelming, if one into spells. Here.
Alright, power of the jelly beans.
Oh, the jelly leaves. My goodness.
My calculate. Here is my calculations.
I'm so proud of this dot. If this dot got deleted, I would cry. Like somebody died.
Oh, you mean like when spicy juice happened?
Oh god. I'm not gonna
So you
talk
should
about
have 4 attacks
Oh.
against haste and great. So you should have 4 attacks as a haste and great weapon master bonus action. 12 weapon damage for every attack and 12 great damage for strength in total. So 36 adding strength because of the potion of strength, storm giant strength. Let's say you crit on every single attack. Normally that would be 8d6
I also
damage,
had other stuff.
6 damage, but the brutal critical would be 24,
I also had other stuff.
96 total. So that's 40 damage plus the
You're
40
like-
damage.
Wait, you're mentioning like half of my thing.
What's the other half?
Can we just? Alright, it's.
The first thing that I heard when I came back was the night when Spicy Juice happened.
Oh god, no. We're not gonna.
No.
talk about that.
Here's the this is all the damage. This is all the damage you told me from the night when I asked you how much you did the damage. That's just how the calculation I did.
Okay. So that was the stuff from the night that they gave me that night. I had other bonuses that were given to me through whatever the heck their name is.
Somebody Rose?
The press almost killed themselves. Person.
I don't know this person.
The one that, not Rose, but the other depressed person. The druid lady.
Aurelia?
Yeah.
Aurelia doesn't have any buff spells.
You sure?
She's a druid. What about buff spells are there?
Alright, well, it was one of the depressed people. I don't know.
Depressed people?
It
It was either Rose or
Remember
Aurelia.
because I was out for a lot of that, the last part of the campaign, and I was basically just given a rundown and stuff that I got after the sessions. So I don't necessarily know exactly what happened, but I know the buffs, and I got the buffs.
So you got some sort of buff.
I don't remember it.
I don't know what you would have
But a
gotten.
lot of it came from the sessions before the final session, where even the final session I got buffed. But to be honest,
You had a buff happening before the session that persisted?
yeah. I mean, even then, my temporary hit points with the Black Razor persistent.
Well, yeah, the tougher hit points doesn't do anything for your damage.
Yeah, it does.
It gives you advantage, but I assumed you critted on every single one of these attacks in this demonstration.
And then, yeah, there was a bunch of other stuff. So I don't remember it. I deleted the character sheet, so...
Why do you delete characters? Did they not have any value to you?
Well, I don't know. There's a certain satisfaction I get with deleting the character because it's like their story is done. Like done,
That's
done.
whack.
It can never happen again. Done. That sort of feeling. I like that feeling.
That's whack.
So I
What I do? What I do is I just print out the character sheet from D&D Beyond, and then you have it, and you can always refer back to it. But it's not like a working document. It's
Dude, I
like,
want you to know that
it's like printing the
D&D
book.
Beyond is just going to get more crowded from here for you.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. Please delete the ones that you don't need.
I don't know which ones I don't need. I use them all.
Don't worry, man.
Toro Shot is going to be used in a future one shot.
Alright, I don't need it now. Alright, we're all here, Brian? So.
I thought the break was going to be an hour.
Jelly beans.
What universe would the break be in?
He said 7 minutes.
I heard an hour.
Well, you heard wrong.
Well, frick.
An hour.
I was confused about it. You said an hour when I thought when you guys were leaving.
Are you playing a game?
It's an hour in game.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
And the other half is I hate like memorizing everything that people do. The high levels, I really don't know what's counting and doing half the
Imagine
game.
playing a Blood Hunter at higher levels. Push.
I swear he misunderstood some of the rules.
There was a lot.
But I don't read the characters, so I can never know.
Is Brian here?
Dude, I wanted to talk to
Jelly.
Brian about this campaign
Oh,
character.
you're eating jelly beans?
Okay, I guess we can talk about it later.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, no worries, my
Cameras who can watch jelly beans.
Okay. Eating time. Do you guys want time for that, or do you want to continue?
No, I don't. I'm going to eat like one more, then I'm going to stop.
I have like
As I
10
finish
mini
eating the
pretzels.
rest of the...
As long as I get to leave at 7.
I have 10 mini pretzels left. I'm just gonna finish them and then I'll be done.
Alright. So,
But you can go ahead and start like introducing stuff or whatever.
well, for the matter of this, we'll hand wave the reconvening of the group after Thavo went down to the tent and slept, and Patisse had an existential crisis. Probably meeting
Again?
outside again. Probably meeting outside the bouncing bunny to go about your day. It's about 7.
Well, y'all ready to go have a conversation with the game leader who's well armed and well guarded?
Aye, has everyone had their breakfast?
Nope.
I'd have that for going to lunch yesterday. Just in case.
Fine, I'll just grab a lunch or whatever.
Okay, whatever. Drink ink, if that's... Yeah, that's a terrible idea, don't do that. Unless you want to bite somebody and have their wound be... Okay, I'm going to be quiet.
Kobold could actually get some nutritional value out of the ink.
Imagine if you eat red ink and you start peeing red pee. Oosh.
I don't think
Well,
that's
anyways, so
I don't think that's how that works at all.
I don't think the pigment cut because
No, I
filtration systems,
I know.
but you would have a very weird poo.
yeah, exactly. So
You
alright,
would.
well, whatever, right? Whatever. Anyways, yeah, day's yours. Mind you, you have. This is your third. You have start of one of 3 days. This is the start of 1 of 3 days to get stuff done.
Unless anyone's got any other reasons we shouldn't, let's get to the bleak and honest and continue this.
About that, for the directions of the bleak and honest, we only have near the edges of town. That could be a variety of places.
Ooh, alright, that's my bed. In Ravenstown, so the slums. The edge of
Aye.
Ravenstown is the slums, which is the closest part of the wall. It's there. My bad.
Okay, we have basic location. We should go. Also, we should try to keep a low profile. And knowing our shenanigans, that can either be very easy or very hard. So if that's gonna like put. Can we just hand wave that he has like a cloak or something?
Yeah, sure.
Cloak over his tattoo on his shoulder, over his
Okay.
very flamboyantly open chest.
Swoon.
Mm,
Alright. So, guys walk over to Ravenstown, which is the western part of the city. It starts off middle classy, sort of a market district, just a little bit. What you consider like a suburban strip mall, sort of like quality of things. But of course, it's a city, so. But as you start inching closer to the walls, it becomes noticeably and drastically a lot less kept, rather. Like, the streets are covered with mud, the houses are barely houses. This is obviously where a lot of the homeless go to live in communities, and a lot of the very, very low income houses are, essentially. There's not really many businesses, but the ones that are there aren't doing much better. But the largest building in a patch of single-story shacks is like a two-story, almost looks like it's basically, that's the Bleak and Honest, as it has the name on the back on a giant wooden sign.
I find it
So you
kind
have
of
to roll
weird that-
perception to notice the sign.
Okay.
we're doing that.
I find it kind of weird that the slums and the Valkyrie now share the same name.
That probably isn't a coincidence, but
Nothing seems to be coincidence.
some things are a coincidence.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Right. I guess I'll go first, then Petite and Sylvie, then Insignia. Just in case we end up getting into anything rough. Okay? Also, what are we going to ask him? What are we going to say? Or should I leave that to you, Petite? Or Insignia, or Sylvie?
I mean, we can do the subtle approach, like, hey, we heard there was a simulacrum, we're interested in that sort of thing. Or we could just be like, hey, we're here from the,
He realizes he said that little one, brings it down a notch.
hey, we're here from
You
the,
have mind links.
you know what?
And then I'm just gonna set one up. So that's a 7. It's all of us. Let's the others fizzle.
Now that I can talk at mind volume, yeah, you can also just say, hey, we're here to do some business. We hear that you might be the people who created a simulacrum of Speedwagon. Was it you? What do you have to gain? Were you hired?
I doubt he's going to just
Let's go.
answer those questions, especially if he's lower down in the ranks. He might not know, and also outlaws of any sort and drug dealers, like he probably is, don't take kindly to people poking in their business. So we're probably going to have to beat him up and save Kroll from this.
What about bribery?
Fair enough.
We've got a fair stack of change on us.
Also, we should be perceptive of traps.
Yes. Anyone looking at us? Weird.
A few. You guys are wearing clothing really nice compared to what people are literally wearing rags. So kind of like, what are they doing here?
We're soaked.
So far down in Raventown.
Raventown.
Okay. Dave is going to. Is the door? It's a tavern, so it's
Yeah,
obviously unlocked.
it's a very large wooden door, double doors.
Okay. He's going to open one, not like just like at a normal rate, I guess. Not like fast slamming it open, not like slow, like creaking it open, just opening it. And he's going to make a perception check on literally like what the first few steps are like.
Okay. Roll for that.
Oh
Should we
shoot.
all do the same?
Yeah. Put your stuff in the rolls.
What are we rolling?
Perception. Alright, well. Thavo, immediately you get a whopping smell of just cannabis. And it's just like, kind of like paralyzing, especially if you're not attuned to that sort of smell.
Dude.
You walk in immediately. The boards are stained, and it's a relatively flat. It's a flat bar, right? And the bar is immediately on this side of the door, and stools, and it curves around. And each corner here are kind of like that round booth sort of deals, and in between are booths, and then round tables are in the main kind of part of the bar. You immediately see in the back corner, in between the bar here, and there's a door, and then the back circle booth, there's two guards. Krull, who is like nodding off, like I've been here all night, kind of like, and a taller, sort of skinny gentleman with a spear. He's noticeably really pale. His hair is all white. Inside, people are smoking their pipes, getting their morning ale in. It's the same sort of populace you saw outside.
Thathos gonna say with the mental leak. Link. We're going to be wary of the white guy, the white-haired guy, the tall one. He looks.
I'm gonna message you. Oh god, DMs, man! Holy crap! Was not expecting to see that.
Just hear your dog in the background.
That's DJ.
No, DJ's mic is muted.
That's true, my mic's muted. It can't be me.
Who the heck is it then? Not me.
It's you.
I don't have a dog.
There's no. That was not Chloe. I know.
That was Chloe.
That was not.
That does
Chloe's
not
bark.
sound like
My
mine.
dog does not sound like that. Doesn't sound like a little yap yap
That
yap.
sounded like my dog. That sounded like Izzy and Captain Jack.
No, it was, but I muted my mic, and when he looked at my microphone, he thought I was muted.
Frick you.
Yeah, somebody's walking by our house. It happens.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad. Why didn't you own up? I'm so mad. I get it. Yeah.
What you say? Do you want the ring?
No, give it to a caster.
I'll take it.
Better chance to hit.
I'll just. Yeah.
Wait, it's a fireball. I'm an idiot. Better
It doesn't
DC.
even, it doesn't even matter because it's the spellcaster's DC that put it in.
Oh. Oh, and it was the Artham. Most likely.
And you might as well shove a second level spell slot unless you want to just put in a get rid of the fireball. One of the two
How
options.
do you spell soldered?
SOLD. ERD.
SOLD.
I think so.
Wait, say that one?
Soldered, like
SOLD. Here, let me.
LD.
SOLDERD.
That's solder. So that would be soldered. I think.
Soldering.
Soldered.
Weird. The silent L's.
Yeah.
It's a pterodactyl.
Okay, since you rolled that high on perception, that's
Do I need,
you're stuck.
should I add another roll or
We have a mine link. You
just like that?
tell
The
the
highest it can go.
No, no bother.
They've last over the mind link. How do we
lane.
just walk up to Kroll and say hi? Or should we get it?
I have no problems talking, but I feel like I'm probably not the best in really important situations.
You also see that Krull notices you immediately, and immediately extends an attention and goes super wide-eyed.
Hi.
Over
Well,
the-
get ready to break some tables.
Over the mind link, I'm just gonna. I just tell them this.
Okay.
Yeah, Batiste just sees that and mentions it to you.
Hi.
There.
Are they at the booth with
The two guards. So you presume that's Stinger.
Okay.
Oh.
David's gonna walk up to Kroll and say, "Hi."
Amy?
Yeah.
This says, I'm sorry, human teeth soldered on where humans' teeth would.
Yeah. So like how we have our array of teeth,
Mhm.
that's how it's aligned on that mechanical jaw as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird.
You notice it specifically, it is actual human teeth, and the rest is
Oh.
just kind of, yeah. And
Okay.
Yo, it's like what's Darth Revan's homie before he killed?
Yeah. I forgot his name.
Yeah, that guy. It's been like that. He had his jaw gone because it got cut off.
Also, the guns are just solid gold around as well. So it's a white
Oh.
mechanical jaw with gold and then human teeth.
He's got that bling.
You got them grills,
Alright, I'm
man.
gonna save this for combat, but I got P for good luck. PRV.
Alright.
Okay.
Senior's about to nibble on someone.
Oh no.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. Okay. I presume we wait for DJ.
No.
Do we all wanna
start
really
fighting
fight?
without him?
Yo, until DJ comes back, do you guys just want to like stare up at the ceiling, and then all of a sudden he turns on his mic to come back? We'll just all go down and stare him out.
I like this plan.
I do too.
Plan.
We enact it. No, then in 1 minute we enact it.
So y'all remember Unisonus, right?
Yeah.
When you started talking about that, I thought of this.
Ah! Oh lordy.
Those are fake teeth glued to his eyelid.
Oh.
Nice.
lordy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
That was
just
an
casually.
episode.
Can we delete?
Yeah, I got you.
Just staring at me.
I can make it worse, right? You can.
Zoom in.
There's
Please don't.
Oh,
well, no, there's
this that.
this one where his eyes are actually open.
Please don't.
You can
Or,
Nice.
or just like
you can
delete
shoot
them.
things with your eye.
It looks like a normal eye. Okay, hold up. It's
I
a minute has
cannot-
passed. Everyone,
I
an action
cannot
plan.
deal with eye stuff.
Stare at them. Who's gonna know when he opens his eye?
I can tell
Unless
you.
he speaks.
I can tell you.
Just
Actually, no, he's gonna just say hi.
Oh.
this is what our friend who plays the mountain do.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All around me are familiar faces. One help me.
Slow fade as you forget the lyrics.
Or he's
What if
back
what if
already.
DJ just ditches us?
Or he's back already and he's just watching us.
Hi,
Hey,
DJ.
DJ.
Just
What you got? What you got? That was the lamest coordinated thing ever. I went up first, then it was Brian, and then Jake.
If Jake had come up like in the same time interval, it would have been like 1, 2, 3, and it would have been perfect. But no.
That's... Alright, well.
I forgot what we were doing.
All the blood just kind of went to the back of the head. And just
Yeah.
got knocked out. Alright.
It's not in that frontal lobe anymore. It's all lizard brain.
Alright. So, you enter the bar. Heavy scent of cannabis and a specific type of spice that you've smelled before. You identify it as Snoop.
Snood gang.
Snood gang! It's Snood gang!
Welcome to the spice mines of Castle.
Smoke snood every
I
day.
was just thinking that. What the heck? Alright. Alright.
There's no slavery or anything bad happening here.
Nothing. Alright.
Of course not.
It's a revolution. Oh, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna just move on. Alright. What do you guys want to do?
Hello, we are looking for drugs, my fellow drug.
No.
Got
No.
you, man!
Did someone say it? Never mind.
We're looking for the special sauce we hear you selling.
It ain't sauce, but it be powder. Okay, well, you just kind of
The good.
get a good spice. A few people at the bar kind of look over. You feel a lot of warm air come out and hit you. You guys enter. Now what?
I guess we go over and we should use fake names if we introduce ourselves. Oh heck, Kroll knows our names. This is a terror. Why did we? Okay.
But Kroll definitely knows we're here.
You saying this in your head?
Say that again. Sorry.
Kroll definitely knows we're here. He's seen us.
Aye.
Don't miss us. We're kind of being very awkward staring at the door like this.
Okay, we need to get moving. Petite, you're good with
What?
people?
Look at it. No,
I don't
no.
Okay. And we can't have a 12-year-old girl unless Sylvie wants to. Okay. Well, I guess I'm the one.
Oh, I'm great. You're great. You do this criminal things. You got this.
Very well. And he's going to not like slow, but just a normal walk over to the table.
If you say follows.
I will follow as well, but like a little behind.
Who you presume is Stinger has his arms on the table like this, and he does not move. You can only see his lower jaw. He does not move.
Aye.
But
There's some
Crow
nice gums out there.
keeps eye contact with you. Sorry?
Aye, those are some nice gums you have there.
Still doesn't respond. He just sits there. Kroll, you have to sit down to talk to him. That was wrong. You have to sit down to talk to him.
Aye. Thank you, Tortle. And I guess Thefo sits. Hold up. No. This could be a trap. We're gonna look at that chair a little.
Roll me an investigation, my dude.
Hold up, I gotta roll her on the
The
thing.
chair with 100 hours of lore. It's here. Finally.
The legend chair!
And when you sit on it, the padding moves under, and through spikes come out. And then you're now dead.
The
That's a
suitcase has a hole in it now.
that's a
More than
16
one hole.
investigation.
16. You see that each seat is separated, which is kind of odd for a booth. You look around, booths aren't separated like that. You presume it has something to do with the pressure plate.
Oh, frick. I say, could you stand up, Tortle, for a minute?
Well, he's standing at the sides of the booth.
Frick.
Is there?
Do I have any indication as to which chair? Or is it just all of them?
All of them.
I trapped. He says it in my
Alright, yes.
I could just, you know,
We can make a petite in my chair.
You
No,
need
this is
to-
terrible. Yeah.
I might not be heavy enough to trigger it.
The tall, pale fellow kind of just... You'd have to sit down.
Sorry. Okay, very well. And then, Petite, could
Batiste sits down on one of the chairs first.
You kind of sit down. It's a particularly comfy pillow or cushion, and you just go, and then you go. You hear this.
it was heavy enough.
From Stinger, and looks directly at you.
Oh. Okay.
You hear this mechanical voice, almost coming from an audio box, and his jaw just kind of flaps back and forth with no real indication on what,
Oh.
or real correlation with what he's saying and what's happening with his mouth. Are you here for business?
Come on, sit down. Yes. We are here for degree of business.
I only
Please
see
sit
one.
down.
There was only one of you.
Yeah, sorry.
Batiste actually like reaches over and grabs you now.
Devo?
Yeah,
Aye.
he's getting you to sit down.
So sorry, my friend is a little resistant to sitting.
Aye. You know me, a standing man.
This
Yeah.
And Devo, I guess, is gonna sit down on the chair next to him.
second you do that, it goes right at you, Thavo. You hear like it's either rusty grinds or bone. You can't really tell, but he goes business.
Aye. Business.
How many in your party?
Devo goes over the mind link very fast. Do we answer honestly?
Yeah. We
Aye.
need them.
4. 4.
I only see 2. Looks over at you.
Willa. Yeah. We can get them in here. Guys, come on in.
He calls to the party.
Look at Sylvie.
I look around frantically.
Alright.
Aye. Sit down. Both of you. He says this out loud.
I sit down.
And you see kind of his jaw kind of just hangs open and his neck just kind of, you see his head tilt. business. To you, Sylvie.
I look around. I'm
Yeah,
not the
open.
best person to answer this.
I only see 3. Oh, let's see, Tabo.
Hi. Insignia, sit down.
I sit down.
And he
Okay.
looks at you. Business.
Give him a thumbs up.
What can I do you all for? And he goes and looks directly out. Instead of looking at one of you, he looks directly out into the tavern. With like this.
I'm gonna look back and see what he's trying to look at, if there's anything he's looking at.
Are you a dealer or are you a recruiter?
Whatever you find sensible.
Very well. We are willing to pay for some information.
What might that be?
Information regarding a certain Rurik Speedwagon.
Huh. 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 And he goes back down. I know who you all are.
Who are we?
Silly. Bravo. Pretty safe. Insidious. Bold of you to come in here after so much trouble you caused. Isn't it
Trouble.
trouble?
Our business is
It is. But you will find we are bold people.
Bold people die.
So do the cowardly ones.
But they die at a later date. Do they not?
What did we do to trouble you?
Killed multiple people under our command.
But you also sent multiple people under your command to apprehend information from us by force. You started this.
Rules of engagement were if to be struck on first, they would retaliate.
They broke the rules of engagement and paid the consequences.
How will I know that? When they're dead.
Good point.
because they're dead.
What?
Do we look like killers?
No. No.
He kind of just... You see, this is probably the most animated in his, like, stiff structure he's been, and he starts looking over to you, Sylvie, as you see that the light catches under, and it's a human skull with no eyes, obviously. No natural eyes, but inside are mechanical lenses. And in it, there's a lot of... It's a mixture of man and machine, really. And you hear and you see his brainstem coming down. There's nothing really under the cloak. You even see a little bit of his heart beating under the external, like, kind of metal-made. Okay, sure. I knew that would come up. I knew that would come up. But you see him kind of go, and then he turns to Thavo, Batiste, and Cinia. In sheep's clothing.
Oh,
Very
business is over, is it not?
That was Jamie. What?
Hmm?
What did you say?
What did you say?
Well, that business is over, is it not? By now.
Business is never over.
Well, I'm sure, but you have that information you saw it the first time.
Funny you to presume we needed that information.
Like twice.
Was it information that you had about what we already know? Or was it information on you and your abilities? Well,
Fairly cryptic question.
we succeeded in that matter.
Aye. But you are changing the subject. What of Rurik Speedwagon?
The rat that digs too far in the house gets killed.
Well, as you say, death comes to us all anyways.
It would be so cool to start contact combat right here too.
Yeah, that comes all.
Throw the psychic knife at his head.
And we could. How strong does the sky look, Jamie? Let's be realistic right now.
Well, have you heard my descriptions of him?
He's
you look like
freaking
Jack-
metal man.
He looks pretty delicate, but he said death comes to us all. He said, or some.
May I grab the ring from Sylvie?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's I'm ready, boys, and you guys are.
Well, are you in the business of making deals?
That can be arranged.
Like we've been talking about. Looking for information on the whole lyric situation. I propose a deal.
A deal to propose. You get out of our hair. Get out of your curiosity. Back away. And we will give you a contact.
What business would it be that we need to avoid?
Look on your arms to the Ouroboros.
I look.
Aye. As long as the contact is not a certain Nertyphon, that may be able to. That might be arranged.
I heard about Nurse. She was dealt with immediately.
Over Psychic Link. Aye, Insignia. Actually, does anyone know about Insignia's thing with
Yeah.
problem with her?
Yeah,
Okay. Aye, Insignia. There goes that problem.
The painting, not the person. Now these people have the painting.
Astute observation.
Hmm.
And then over Psychic Link. Aye, what's our move?
Well,
We either report this to the authorities,
Speak.
or we take the authority into our hands.
we are also part of the authorities right now.
And also, I say, hey, I am also, the authorities probably know about this. They've probably been bribed.
TJ puts his hands up, just like rests his chin on it. Just looks like he's thinking. So it doesn't look as awkward.
And over the mind link, he says, aye, do you think we can keep Kroll out of this? If this gets dirty?
That's what this option is. We stop trying to mess with the Ouroboros. Maybe they, maybe we get what we want without him having catch trouble. That really hurts though, because
A tapping on the table.
Hmm.
And it just doesn't go away.
Hmm.
As you say that.
What is this noise that you're making?
I'm just tapping my desk with my knuckle.
Oh,
It
okay.
has like a reverberation to it.
Yeah.
Probably. That makes sense.
alright, do we just agree to it? I'm fairly certain those Ouroboros are connected to the whole words thing. Maybe we just agree. Let's just agree and move on.
Okay.
Fine. I'll take you up on that offer.
And then you see Krull and the pale man turn in and look at the booth. And then Krull kind of gives an embarrassed eye downward.
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
And then you hear Stinger say, "Thank you for flying right into our job."
Is it possible to stand up, throw a knife at him during
I'll
that?
have to take the first
I
shot.
really want someone
Yeah.
hammered
I pop
instantly.
up and blast a knife at his.
Can we all just
Forehead.
start blasting this fool?
Yeah.
Alright, roll initiative, my dude.
Woo!
I don't have a battle map for this particular thing, but alright. Okay.
Should we do
Oh
an
my
improv?
gosh, finally a good initiative. Holy crap, thank you.
Should we do an improv battle map? Do you want me to whip up something in Dungeon Painter for you? Or something?
I got this.
It honestly wouldn't take that long, knowing that you could just pull up, this blank battle map D&D, Google Images, shove it in Google Docs, and bam, the battle.
But I'm just kind of annoyed that it's not necessarily my particular layout.
I'll let you to know that
Oh my goodness! Tomo! Oh no! My dude.
how the mighty have fallen.
That's so sad.
Hey, wait, you're almost get to the level where you could have advantage on initiative. Actually, wait, you take you fighter levels. Never mind, you have to wait a bit longer than
Gosh
that.
darn it! Where is the battle map with
Mhm.
boobs? Please.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Yay,
I'm gonna
not
like, BRB.
Is there where battle maps with boobs? Come on. I can't find anything with a booth. Just one. Just one booth is fine. I want that booth.
Booze.
Booth.
Boom.
Oh, it's lost all meaning now, and it's just booth. Booth. Wow, that's pretty cool. Alright, I think I got the closest thing to a booth. I think I got the closest thing to a booth. I've lost it. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Where is the booth?
I looked up battle map with booth, and I got Fortnite phone booth locations.
With
We know what
with booze. Okay, well, apparently that's a booze. That's fine. Gosh. Booze, 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 booze. Alright, well, we're just gonna use this one, cause, like, oh gosh, that's gonna look so ugly, though. But, like, not ugly, but, like, the matter of really hard to see. Okay, and that's a GIF? Okay, so the only one that mattered was a GIF.
Nice.
Oh wow, this one works! We'll just use this one. It's actually really cool. But like, whatever. It doesn't have a booth, but it has a corner table that's whatever. Alright, let's just do it.
It's booth-like.
Yo,
Definitely.
if I send you the one you're about to select, that'd be pretty funny. Because I just found a good, decent one. Control V, there goes my computer.
It's sinister enough to look. Wait,
Where are we?
wow, that is tragic. Wank,
What?
Where are we?
wank.
8, I believe.
Yeah, I know. Where are we sitting?
Oh, I can't see.
Over here?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Hold up. I gotta see. Is this the one I was thinking about? Is 8. No, but it'll do.
Have you sent the link, sir? Oh wait, it's in Google Docs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
We gotta
it's
copy and
around this
paste the
table. Okay.
battle maps.
Around this bottom table. That is Stinger.
Yeah, it's about the right proportion.
I think you know what? I kind of want a picture.
Yeah, do a picture. Do a picture of a 12-year-old.
Yo, this is surprisingly high quality when using.
And then here are the 2 guards, including Crawl. Crawl will be purple, okay? So just putting that.
Oh, I was
Or
gonna
pink.
be purple.
Okay, then he's gonna be hot pink.
Don't care.
The
Crawl.
Mr.
Purple.
Whitey boy, the white fellow, is going to be the white, obviously. Okay.
I'm so sad we have to fight Kroll.
We can knock him out. Don't worry. Just use non-lethal damage.
Jamie, am I allowed to do non-lethal damage?
No, but Thavo is because he's got a
That's
big
bit
hammer.
difficult.
Wait, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with Fatisa?
I use a psychic knife. Just
Thavo has
not
a big
technically
hammer
a
though,
material
so
weapon.
we got this.
Okay.
And you can just claw him in the head.
All it says in the rules is as long as it's a melee attack. I think
Yeah.
it favors it like you're just hitting them with the blunt side of it. Actually, psychic knives
Oh.
are they supposed to like hit them and then it does psychic damage?
Yeah, it does. All of my stuff does psychic damage.
You know what?
Dimaggio.
Leave Thavo with this. Thavo got this. Thavo, you got this?
The Thavo's going last because he rolled a natural 1 on this
Alright,
initiative.
that's really bad. Our tank's going last. I didn't.
Stinger has initiative. Oh. Oh no.
And frick, Thavo can't even take defensive stance before this, so y'all are gonna get like Rick rolled.
This might be
Sure.
true.
everyone ready for TPK?
No, I'm ready to win these. Kroll ain't gonna stand a chance.
Kroll.
Not Kroll. We want Kroll.
Kroll ain't the friend no more. He's hecking with the wrong people.
You know
Kroll
why
is
he's hecking with the wrong people, man.
They're all people.
No, I don't quite actually. I don't remember.
Oh,
He's
Amity
doing it to
situation.
get money for his
For
family.
his kids. He's gonna die
Oh.
soon anyways. As turtles do. Dude, my friend's turtle died in our session last campaign in one of our campaigns. His last words was, "My time's come." Literally right before he got knocked down, and then he lost his death saving throw. It's always the latter one, isn't it?
Master Oogway is no more.
Okay.
Yo, what are these squares?
What?
When you zoom in, oh, they're like shrunk.
Funky boy. Alright, we're gonna...
The whole bar is shrunk.
Did you put any spells on this, by the way, or is it just a fireball?
We're gonna do...
We had a day in which, or we had a night in which I could have put basically anything in there, so I wasn't sure if we were putting conjure animals in there. I will be casting conjure animals. I don't know if we saw the fireball in there. I think it was originally.
well, now that I've
tell me what-
myself...
Ask Jamie what you're allowed to have.
Let's do... Alright, I need to get my notes out of here. What coin? Okay.
Any spells really work, I guess.
Oh, and thank you for
So,
doing
take your
that.
pick.
You said I can have conjure animals in this thing?
What the? Oh, hello. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna do... Oh, gosh, do I have to do this again?
Of course.
You have a lot of battle maps that we never use in the future. Are these future battles we haven't reached yet, or what? Or things that we
Oh,
missed?
you'll find out.
Okay.
I can't wait for the portals. That looks fun. Y'all ready to go interdimensional?
This is exactly what we're
Oh, we're going to face in a portal.
So, now, I would like to preface this fight.
Hmm.
Okay? We are currently at 5:41, and I'm going to give you guys a choice. We're at 5:41 PST. DJ needs to leave at 7, so we have about an hour and 20 minutes, basically.
We can beat this thing.
But, what is about to follow is a multi-layer dungeon. That is my first attempt. Okay,
A
I'm
dungeon.
so proud of you.
because I was never one for dungeons, but Brian convinced me otherwise.
Dude, dungeons
How
are
did I
awesome.
get you other one? Okay, cool.
Does that mean there's multiple encounters in a day?
So, I would like, well, technically, don't metagame that, but for the
Yeah.
sake of this, I am giving you guys a choice. We could leave it here and have the next session be a lot more,
Dungeon crawl?
a lot more of a complete instead of a cut, rather. Or you want to go until 7 and then cut. It's up to you guys. We can stop now
I think we keep going. At least to finish the
or
encounter.
we can cut. Preference, for my preference, for the following that is to happen, I think would do a lot better if we stop here, but I am willing to go by popular vote.
I vote Jamie.
DMs unite. If it's gonna be easier for you to DM, we'll stop.
It's not easier for me to DM, it's just more satisfying.
Like, does it feel like awkward if we stopped right after this fight?
A little,
In what kind of way?
in a way.
I say we stop now. That's what my vote is.
I'll take my vote that we should keep going.
I'd say that if it's gonna be awkward and like continuity broke, we should stop now because we need to keep, if there's gonna be like emotions. I'm appealing to pathos right now in my argument. We need to keep emotions running through the combats. The next session have an atmosphere to it, so that it feels. I know I'm an English major, so that it feels like it's continuing, like it's the same 5 minutes.
Up to you guys. So we have two.
I feel like
groups.
whatever works best with the story, which I know is a really non-committal answer, but
I think story-wise, we should probably do this next session.
Okay, we do this next section.
So we're stopping here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
This is why I
For
said it
scheduling.
was going to be either very long or very short. But
We got like a mid-range.
But the in between, but the from waking up or going to sleep and then waking up and then getting to this point, I thought would take like 30 minutes. Instead, it took
Yeah, how did you
an
convince
hour and a
Jamie?
half.
How'd you convince
Understand.
me
2 hours and a half.
like dungeon crawls?
Brian,
Yeah.
Brian's
2.5
campaign can be
hours,
summarized.
my guy. 2.5
I don't-
hours.
I don't know how I convinced Jamie to do dungeon crawls, but I guess Jamie's doing. I'll take it.
I have already planned 2 more dungeons after this.
Nice.
Oh, shoot, you have so okay, this is new.
I like this. I
Just a new Gene. After a break, he's come back different. Ah!
saw some things in the war.
I am so close to the next level, it's not even funny.
Alright, so we'll stop here and then we'll about ourselves in the next one, yeah? Which will be
Okay.
formed around when Brian's next session be.
It's gonna be my next session is Friday.
Great. Oh, right. So, do you guys want to pick up this next Saturday at
I
the
guess.
same time?
Same bat time, same
Same
bat shit.
6 and 7.
So 3 PST, 6 you guys' time. Is that alright?
Extra long session?
Extra long boy session, boy.
Yes!
Alright.
Yes!
Yo.
Which will be combat heavy, but also roleplay heavy. It'll be a nice mix, I think. I think.
Unlike my campaign, which has
On
been
you. You said roleplay, it's going to take 5 extra hours.
I would like for this to. I like to preface this that this next thing, what is to happen, is a. Yeah, it's gonna be an extra long session. And DJ, if you could okay, DJ, if we'll have multiple breaks in between, but if you could not schedule something on a Saturday that you would need to leave at 7, is that okay, DJ?
I will try.
Okay. It's not big of a deal if it is, but
I'll be late or something, maybe.
sorry?
I can tell my other session I can be late or something.
Alright. Well,
But it's
we
like
can
you're gonna
work
try
around
panic.
you. There's no pressure. Okay. Nice.